Nerdbox. September 2018, the horror genre was about to receive a wake-up call as Netflix released Dread Central's little horror gem, Terrifier, for streaming, only 2 years after debuting at the Telluride Horror Show Film Festival. Buzz slowly began to grow in the horror community, and it was easy to see that Art the Clown was something special. Welcome to the debut of Season 2 of Crypts on Nerdbox. I say Season 2 because we had a season on our old brand name of Women of Horror. So if you want to see the before videos of my horror collection and my son's collection and a couple other things, go check that out, because at the end of this season, you're going to get 3 episodes detailing my current collection. Yes, I said 3 episodes because there's a lot of rooms that we gotta walk through. Now, you're here because you like horror memorabilia. I like horror memorabilia, so it only seems natural that you should drop a like on this video. We're gonna dive into some Art the Clown stuff, and let's jump into that.
Police are on the lookout for a thin man wearing a clown costume.
If you think you're not afraid.
What if he's out there watching us right now?
If you feel nothing can shock you. If you have a need to be terrified. Who is he? What does he want? Where did he come from? And can he be stopped? If unrelenting fear is your idea of fun, then prepare yourself for Terrifier, a motion picture that takes you beyond fear.
With his growing popularity, there was a influx of unlicensed products that dropped on the market. But soon came licensed products. But they came with a catch. They were all limited. And you know what that means? What is cheap today may not be tomorrow. Like this Blu-ray Steelbook edition of Terrifier that released in October of 2019 for around $35 at the time. Now online, it ranges between $200 and $400 if you're lucky enough to get your hands on it. Now, don't get me started on the Terrifier 2 one-sheet poster that was in the movie theaters. Now, if you're not sure what a one-sheet poster is, that is the movie theater release poster, not something that you can buy in a store. This is what the studios send to the movie theaters, and they're called one-sheets because one side you see the poster that we see when we go to the theaters. On the other side is the flipped image of that. So it's one sheet, one print of that poster. And I'm still a little sore about it because I really wanted that poster for my collection, and you will see why at the end of this season. Now let's jump into what we're here to talk about. Art the Clown, everybody's favorite clown. This is Art, the collector's edition box set from Umbrella Entertainment, which released earlier this year for pre-order only. And it was $100, and for what came in the collector's set, it was a steal. And now if you go to look for it, because it's not available anymore, it's going for $400, and I only was able to find one being resold, so this one is going to go up in value. So it's going to become a grail for some collectors. Now, if you're not familiar with Umbrella Entertainment, they are an Australian company that deals with releasing theatrical and home entertainment box sets for movies. They release movies over in Australia and they ship to the US, so that's a good thing. I may be a little disappointed in this box set, and the reason being is for the amount of stuff that comes in it. There's a Blu-ray box set. There is a behind-the-scenes booklet. There's sunglasses. There's an action figure. There's a VHS tape. There's theater cards, and there's a mini poster. I received this small box. That's a lot of stuff to put in this small box. And I reached out to one of my friends who's a producer on Terrifier 2, and I know he had ordered it, and he said he got a pretty decent sized box to get his stuff. So I received this a while back. I did not open it because I was doing it for this video, and now our video may go completely off the rails if not everything is in this box. And let me tell you, I'm going to be pretty upset, but not as upset as Jen, because I didn't open up the box when I got it and was thinking, it's like, is everything in there? Because if not everything is in here, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get anything back from Umbrella. But my wife is going to kill me, and then she's going to remind me for years to come that every time I go to order something that I better open it. And yeah, I don't want to deal with those lectures over and over again when I order something. So wish me luck. Let's hope that everything, let's really hope that everything is in this box. Again, a lot of the stuff, small package. Here we go. First glance, it looks pretty good. So let's take a look at what came in this box. We have Art the Clown sunglasses, the ones that we saw in Terrifier 2, the sunflower glasses. It comes with this cool little note on here. It says, this is Art. Art sunflower glasses may include grinning, miming, bisecting, scalping, prancing, sadism, and flaying. If sunglasses become stained with blood, use warm, soapy water to clean. That's pretty neat. I already opened the box. There's no special box that everything comes in, so I'm going to go ahead and open up the sunglasses. Oh, those are great. I don't know, guys. Should I do the video with these on? Next up in the box, we have Knucklehead's half-pint figure. Now, I don't know about any of you collectors out there, but you always got to take a whiff in. Oh, it's got a good smell. Now, I never had any of the Knucklehead's figures. This is, it's a little stretchy, but it's pretty cool looking. Now, I'm not going to collect these. I have a lot of stuff already started, like the Toonie Terrors, so I'm not going to be picking up any more of these figures, but it's Art the Clown, so I have to figure out a way to have a case dedicated to Art the Clown. Don't tell Jen. She's not going to watch the video, so that's our secret here, but I got to figure out a way that I can have a whole entire case dedicated to Art the Clown. She doesn't know. I'm not going to tell her. Next is this beauty. It is the Blu-ray box set, and it looks like it has the behind-the-scenes book in there. Now, I thought that book was going to be a lot bigger, which is probably why I thought the box was going to be bigger. And it also looks like it has those cards in there as well. So let me go ahead and open this. The art on the cover is amazing, so you'll see that up in a close-up. Oh, it's packed in there pretty tight. Now, what's nice about this box set is that Terrifier comes with All Hallows Eve. Has some artwork in the inside of it, which is really great. Making best use of these clear cases. We have Terrifier 2 as well on Blu-ray. These will probably be the sets that I watch, because I do have the steelbook of Terrifier 2 as well as Terrifier 1. I was one of the lucky ones to get it for around 35 bucks, actually for my birthday from one of my sons. We have the cards. There's a decent amount of them too. So we have Art. We have Art again. Art yet again. This is a cool one. This is a really cool one. I really like this. I have to get some sort of bigger picture of this one and hopefully meet this kid at a convention to get him to sign something. We have Terrifier 1. We have Dawn. we have the Abracadabra scene where Art scared Sienna. Little known fact, Lauren Lavere is afraid of clowns. If you didn't know that, go check out our Pop 5 episode on behind the scenes for Terrifier 2. Another great close-up of Art. Clown Cafe scene. More Art. Art again. And yet again. This is the scene where he runs into Tara. Nice close-up of Sienna here. Another Terrifier 1 photo. Terrifier 2 where Sienna is looking like Pippi Longstockings. More close-ups of Art the Clown, which I can never get enough of because Art the Clown is freaking amazing. And we're closing off with Victoria. So, nice little selection of cards. If I take them out of the box set to display them, that's the problem, because now I'm going to have a gap in there, which can only be filled by another Blu-ray, so Terrifier 3. And I'm going to have to find some sort of sleeves to put this in, so that may make it a little bit difficult to display. So let's put these back in the box. Oh, just found this out. Look at this. I don't know about you, but it has that paper backing on there. A lot of the box sets now come with this to tell you what's in the box. Behind it is some more artwork, so man, I want to display the artwork at the back, but I also don't want to ruin their original packaging of this, so I'll have to leave that on there. The behind the scenes, this is artbook. It's paperback, and yeah, I'm not going to be opening this up to ever look inside it, so I'm a little disappointed that it's not bigger and a hardcover, because it would open easier and then I can at least go through it once. If I open it now, I'm going to end up creasing the spine of the book. I don't want to do that because I don't want to reduce the value. But I happen to turn to a page where it has Pennywise in there, so it'll probably be an interesting read. Next up, the VHS. It is the second VHS in the collection. In fact, when I ordered this box set, Broke Horror Fan re-released the Terrifier 1 VHSs, and I had to convince Jen into why we were getting that one after this was coming in that set. So I really love the VHSs, even though I don't have a VCR, and I wouldn't watch it on VHS anyway. But let's take a look at the inside of this. Very nice. Liking that. If you're curious about the Broke Horror Fan VHS, that's this right here. Ooh, nice little clamshell for those kiddies that never seen the classic VHS from when we were little kids. Also limited edition, but this is a second print, so not as valuable as the first run. Finally, we have our stickers. This is definitely staying in the package because I don't need to put these on anything. Behind it is the double-sided poster. If this picture looks familiar, this is from the Steelbook edition of Terrifier 1. And behind it, we have the original Terrifier 2 poster. And I say the original because when I had first met Damien and he was talking to me about the upcoming film, on his cell phone he actually showed me what that poster was, and I was like, hey, I have a YouTube channel called Women in Horror, can we release the image of that? And he's like, no, it's top secret, so you can't release that poster. But I like the original poster, but I like the new poster a lot better. I think that design is just sick. Well, for $100 for this box set, so we have the 2 Blu-rays, we have all those postcards with the pictures from Terrifier 1 and Terrifier 2, we have the behind the scenes book, we have the Knuckleheads figure, the VHS tape. $100 seems like a steal, and I can see why it's going for $400 now online for a reselling of it. I am again still just a little disappointed in the behind the scenes book because can't really enjoy it. Can't really enjoy this because of the spine there. So hopefully something bigger will be released on it, so I'll actually be able to flip through some of the pages without having to worry about ruining it. Now, did you get this when it was released? Were you one of the lucky fans to see us posting about it online once we confirmed that it was a legit product that was being released and not some scam artist in Australia? If so, let us know in the comments. Let us know if you like Art the Clown and Terrifier, and we're gonna do a little twofer. So we're not gonna just review one item on the show because then it'd be really short. We're gonna talk about 2 items. So we're gonna look at Art the Clown action figures next. Alright, so at the time of this recording, Mezco had just announced that they are releasing an Art the Clown figure. Now, I really like it. It's 98 bucks. It has sounds, which I don't know what sounds it says, but that's pretty cool. I would really like to get it, but I can't justify spending $98 on that and possibly starting a new line of figures in the collection because I am running out of space. Now, I will say that the Child's Play 2 Mezco figure is something that I do really want because it is cool. There's a very limited amount of figures that are out there. So we looked at the Half Pint Knuckleheads figure. Also available from Knuckleheads is a 6-inch stylized figure that is going for a pretty penny nowadays. Then there was the release of 2 Art the Clown statues, one which is here on my desk, the other one is the non-bloody version of it. And then of course there is the Trick or Treat Studios Terrifier 5-inch bloodbath Art the Clown figure. So take a look at this art on the front. It is pretty sweet. Here's what it looks like on the back. Now this comes with something from my childhood. It comes with color change action.
Hi, I'm Freezy. We like the snow, but we love our new Freezy Freakies gloves.
Yup, Freezy Freakies. There are lots of fun designs to choose from, and they come out in the cold like magic.
So inside where it's warm, the pictures disappear, and outside in the cold, they come back.
Let's see that again.
Freezy Freakies.
Amazing.
New Freezy Freakies knits. When it turns colder, the colors get bolder. Freezy Freakies hats, gloves, and scarves from Swanee. The fun has just begun.
If you spray some cold water on it, if you throw it in the refrigerator or the freezer, you're going to see Art the Clown become drenched in the blood of his victims. So back in the day when we were kids, we had a lot of things that did that. We had Hot Wheels that did that. We had boots that did that in the wintertime. Gloves. I think the gloves were called freezies. I don't remember. But the gloves always had these little designs that would show up on them in the cold weather. And we had some other toys that did that as well. So over the years, being a father of 4, I actually don't remember them doing that much on figures. So to get to see that on a figure now from a fan of 80s horror, Damien Leone, it's pretty cool. So the packaging, like I mentioned, pretty badass. And I'm not keeping it in here. The reason being is because this one is not a limited edition. It's still available on the shelves. It's still available on trickortreat.com, so go and grab yourself one. But let's go ahead and pop this sucker open. So let's see here. We have pretty heavy figure here, which is pretty nice. Bends, arms move up. It's not double articulated here with the elbows bent. Hand turns pretty nice. I'll tell you, the face is pretty sick. That's a nice sculpt on that. And then just standard walking here. Almost looks like an old Kenner Star Wars figure here because it does not have much mobility, but that's fine. It's not as cheap plastic as the Kenner figures. Now let's take a look at the weapons. So the weapons are just plain silver. Probably could have used some spritzing up with some blood. So we have Art's hacksaw, which was missing from part 2, but it was in the garage of Sienna's mom's house, hanging on the wall. Easter egg. Check out the Easter egg videos. We talk about that. There's the butcher knife, and then there's the gun, and then of course there's his sack to carry all that stuff around in. Bag opens up so you can put all of his weapons in there. Let's see if all of them fit in there. Not that you would want to probably put all of them in there. Yep, all 3 fit in there easy. And I think since I have the Trick or Treat figure on display already with the hacksaw, I am going with the knife because it's pretty damn cool to see him creeping around in the abandoned warehouse with a knife in his hand. I love that scene. It's one of my favorite scenes in the first film. Well, I put the knife in, it fell out really easy, so let's see, put that in again. Good. All right, gonna throw this in his hand as well. All right, so here's what we get. Ooh, look at that. That is pretty sweet. Now, it is 20 bucks. I think it's worth 20 bucks. Now, I was a little iffy before I bought it because 20 bucks for 5 inches, you know, that's tough to rationalize, but this figure is pretty awesome. The sculpt is pretty damn amazing, and unfortunately, NECA has not released an Art the Clown figure, which I really want because most of my stuff is NECA, and you'll see that very soon. But I say that is definitely a win and definitely worth picking up. Again, it's not limited edition, so you don't have to rush out there and get one of these, but if you're an Art the Clown fan, I think this is something that you'll want to add to your collection. If you have any Art the Clown items that you are proud of that you've added to your collection and you want to share those photos with me, jump over to the Facebook page. Link is in the description. You'll see a post with this video in there. Share your photos because I love seeing other people's collections, and that's why I brought Crypts back, because I do want to get on the road and start doing some tours of toy rooms, collection rooms, horror collections, maybe some sci-fi, maybe even some, you know, cartoon stuff. That would be pretty cool to see on this channel. So jump over to Facebook, share pictures of your collection, and maybe in the future I'll put a little compilation of everybody's photos and stuff that they have in a video. So that'd be pretty cool to do, maybe in season 3 of Crypts. And now, as I mentioned, like this video. Don't just watch, like the video. And if you're watching on a TV, which I typically do at home for YouTube videos, hit the arrow button up on your remote and you'll see the like button there. So drop that like on there because that helps us out a lot. Like, we're not asking for people to pay for Patreon subscriptions or anything like that, but those likes help expand our audience, not just for this show, but for all of our shows. And that gives us an opportunity to have advertisers. In fact, we were approached by 2 advertisers with some great products, but our views aren't consistent. And how we get our views consistent is by everybody, when they're watching, drop a like. Hey, drop a comment too. If I'm an idiot and you don't like me, let me know. I'm not gonna get into an argument with you because sometimes I'm an idiot. Sometimes I say things wrong. So you can call that out. Let's have fun with it. But just drop a comment and say hello. I'll say hi back. I answer all the comments on all of our videos. And if you're not subscribed, please do that. And I hope you enjoyed our first episode of Crypts. And until the next episode, see ya.